Hey, I am the Greg, one of the hosts of the Greg and Dave Show. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Do you need some extra motivation in your life? Are you looking to be inspired? If so, then look no further than the Good God Company.
At the Good God Company, their mission is to create and clothe all loving humans with their unique, inspiring, and beautifully designed t-shirts.
All of the products from the Good God Company are equally designed to motivate you and improve your life. From their mugs, workout tanks, to eye-appealing shirts and sweatshirts.
Learn more about their renowned products by visiting thegoodgodcompany.com. That's thegoodgodcompany.com.
The Good God Company is proud to support Public House Media. The Good God Company. I'm feeling good.
This is Ryan Pierce, host of Completely Serious here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Completely Serious, where we talk about sports and have fun with great guests. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you'll never miss an episode of Completely Serious. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Are you struggling with being happy in life? Are you one of those people that is just running around full of stress and tension and confusion, resistance, frustration, overload, burnout, defeatism, negativity, and feeling like you're failing in life? I hope that's not you, but if it is, if any of those words resonated with you today, I want you to continue to listen. And if you know someone else that is feeling that way, I want you to share this podcast with them when you're done listening. Good morning. Welcome to Choose to Rise. My name is Kim Meyer, and I am so glad that you are here with me right here on Public House Media. I love that you have decided to tune in and that you're here to grow your heart, grow your mind, and live a better life. I don't have all the answers, but I try to share something every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday to help out you with thinking bigger, to rise up out of your current struggles and live your best life. Because hey, we're only here for a little while, so why not live the best life possible when you're here? We're brought to you today by the Good God Company, where it's their goal to create t-shirts and other creative consumer products that have beautiful, awesome, inspirational, and motivational messages, just like Choose to Rise, that help you show off your faith and live life better. Today, I am wearing my tank from there, so if you're on the live video, you could see this. It's super comfortable, super soft, and it fits perfectly. So I'm super excited to be able to wear my Good God Company gear and thank them so much for sponsoring us. If you'd like to get something from the Good God Company, you can Google them and get there, and you can get 10% off your order by using PHM10 to get 10% off your order, and just thank them for sponsoring us here on Public House Media. So let's get started. If you related to any of those words, if you are stressed, you have tension in your life, you're feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, overloaded, I want to give you some tips and tricks today that are going to help you discover how you can apply positive things to your life. I want to encourage you today to make today, the first day, the new chapter in your life. This beautiful Monday morning. It's a gorgeous day here in Iowa. It's almost the end of June. We're halfway through the year, and I want you to become less overloaded and to become more of an overcomer. So, step one, hey, thanks for joining. Give us a like, love, share this with others that you know need this one today. All right, stop saying yes to everyone and everything. That's number one tip I got for you today to stop being overloaded. We've got 9 habits of helping you become more successful and happy, creating more happiness. And this number 1 is stop saying yes to everyone and everything. If you are saying yes to everyone and everything out of habit, you're likely leaving no space left in your life for you. You're giving all your time and all your energy and everything else you want into other people's agendas, other people's things that they want to do, and you're leaving less and less for yourself. Most people who say yes to everything, when they are really trying just to, rather deep down, they'd rather say no, they're typically doing things for 3 reasons. One, they don't even realize they're doing it. It's just become so much of a habit that they're always giving and constantly doing something for someone else, and it's kind of an autopilot thing. They don't know or how to experience anymore the positive things for themselves, so they just are constantly saying yes. And it's oftentimes they're saying yes to everyone and everything at their own expense, but they don't necessarily realize that yet. Secondly, they say yes to people for everything and everything because they know they are doing it and they just can't stop themselves because of how awkward it may seem, or if they say no. They're trying to avoid that little bit of confrontation in a way. They don't want to make other people feel bad. They want to feel like a good person, a nice person, to help others and be happy that way. And thirdly, they know if they're doing it and they like it because it makes them feel needed and it gives them a sense of belonging. And all of those are good things. But if you do it all the time, you're taking away the opportunity for you to know how you can fill your own cup and taking away the opportunities for yourself to grow your own happiness. So you need to learn how to channel your energy and target on the things that get you maximum results. If giving to others and serving other people helps with that, awesome. But making sure that you're having your own inner peace, a sense of personal power and feeling of mental and emotional freedom, happiness, joy, wealth, well-being, thriving relationships, all of that comes from a form of success that when you fill your own cup first. You have more to give if you fill your own cup first. So once you understand why you're saying yes to something, when you understand why you're saying yes to anyone, someone, everyone, everything, it allows you your first step to reclaiming your power, to turn things around, because becoming aware is the number one thing for transformation. And with awareness of why you're doing what you're doing, you can make a new conscious decision and make new choices on why you're going to do something. So if you're doing it because you feel guilty, that's probably a reason to stop. If you're doing it because it fills your cup, that's probably a reason to keep going. So just understand why you're saying yes to everything. The second thing you can do, a habit to form, is something you can do to build your own success and happiness in life, is to stop being in reaction mode. No one likes to be on defense all the time. It doesn't make you feel good. There are 2 ways of operating in your daily life, and it holds true for your personal life and professional life. There's 2 modes are proactive and reactive. And many people are living with a vision in their heads of what they think their life could be, of what they most desire and what they don't want to behave, or the alignment with that vision in order to create it. The vision is useless if you're not willing to put it into reality. So do what it takes with the right paradigm. But it also takes the right action. You have to believe that it's possible, but then you also take action on it to make it happen and become true. Life is incredibly busy for all of us. I live a busy life. I try to talk about it as a full life because busy kind of has a negative connotation with it. But if you're living that, your life is full, it's got lots going on in it, you can also make sure that you are aligning the things that are calling your attention to the things that are most purposeful in your life. So when you are in proactive mode, you've got things scheduled. You know what's coming up. You know what's going to impact what. And if you're reactive, that means you're just always in the defense mode and you're just responding to the things that are coming at you. Which one of those feels better to you? Problems arise when you live prominently in reactionary mode. Your vision in your head doesn't in any way translate to the daily routine of how you're living and how you manage your time and your energy. And it's kind of that called a firefighter, kind of turning your attention to whatever calls you the loudest. And that doesn't always feel good. So when you can have your vision and you can put your energy, your choices, your energy into what it is that's going to fuel you, what's going to help you, what's going to serve your family better, that's when life feels good, and you can go and live a proactive life and be in that proactive mode. So try something out like that today. If you're prone to being pushed around to what's going on around you, never quite finding the time that you're intended to. So here's a mantra that you can start using. This is my day. This is my time, and I'm going to be a powerful manager of it. Using a mantra like that to start every day will help direct your intention and your own destiny to keep moving forward in a positive way. If you take control of who you are and what your energy and your time goes to, you're going to have more success and more happiness in your life. The third thing you can do is stop operating in black and white. Life is not black and white. Life is not this or that. Life is not, this action or that action. Life sometimes gets muddy. Sometimes you have to bend and flow and react sometimes. And sometimes you have to be able to be flexible in a situation. Black and white feels like you know where you stand. It gives you a sense of certainty, and people crave certainty. I do too, but it makes you feel assured. It makes you feel confident. It makes you feel safe and on target. But the reality of life is that it's not always that way. There's a lot of gray in life. And the more you understand that gray, the more you can be open-minded, the more you can be open-hearted and conscious of how you live personally and how you can operate professionally as well. So if you are, living a life of black and white, the first step is to realize that any fear, anxiousness, nervousness, or uncertainty of what's going on in your life, that it's keeping you in this or that kind of mentality, that's something where you have to start blending the lines a little bit and being flexible to where you want to be and be tempted to stick to whatever it is at whatever cost. You could be misreading your feelings and your fear as being bad, but in fact, it's probably trying to push you into that gray area of your life where you can be more flexible and get comfortable with the uncomfortable a little bit. Uncertainty is the breeding ground of all great possibilities. Embrace the gray areas of your life. Embrace those muddy waters a little bit and start to make them a little clear. And you might be surprised what happens in your life. You might be surprised what unfolds and the beautiful things that come out of getting outside of your comfort zone. Number 4, stop doing what you know isn't good for you. Right? Doesn't that one just make sense? You know there are things in your life that make up the things that are great and your success and your complement, your vision for a healthy, happy life. And you know that there are things that make you feel bad, that don't lift you up, that aren't good for your health, that aren't good for you personally or professionally or within your family. And these are the things that you could consider them closely would be defined as a no-go zone for living a life that you are truly capable of. But so many times we're kind of sucked into those things because we're saying yes to everything. We're not comfortable with getting uncomfortable. We don't like confrontation. So take your knowledge of what you know is good in your life. Take your knowledge of what's not good in your life and be bold. Step outside of that. Transform what you're doing in your daily life to make better choices, to start creating your own outcomes. Your life is a series of moments, and where you can't ignore what you know is good and you can suffer the consequences of doing the things that are not so good in your life, you can and do what you know is best for yourself and reap the benefits of that. So I would encourage you today to be conscious, simply grow your awareness of the good things and the things that are not so good in your life, and then make better choices it's not going to work immediately. You may stumble, you may have to pick yourself up, you may have to practice it again and again and again. But the more you start making positive choices, the more you start doing something a little bit better for your life, you're going to find out that you don't have to be the victim in your life. You get to be the one in control, and you can start doing the things, changing yourself and finding new habits that are going to help challenge you and push you into a better way. Number 5, stop thinking about what you should be able to do, that you should be able to do it all. We are not superwomen, right? The old story of Superman and Superwomen are people attempting to be everything and doing everything at the expense of their physical, mental, emotional well-being. I was trying to live this life 3.5 years ago. I was trying to do anything and everything for everyone. I had all my energy expended into my job. I had all my energy expended into other people, and I was taking the power out of my life. I was in that reactionary mode. What do they need? What do they want? Jumping at every call that I got. And that really just weakened who I was. And it really took away the power of myself and serving my family and the people around me. It was not serving me or my family well at all. In fact, it was super weak alignment to what my goals were and what I wanted to do. I was pouring everything into other people. So I had to realize that I can't do it all. I have to ask for help. I have to realign my actions with my priorities and get rid of perfectionism and get rid of the things in my life that are not serving my soul, that are not helping me grow as a human being and reach my goals. So do your soul a favor and stop trying to be it all and do it all at the expense of your own life and what the life that you really want to live. Listen to what your body needs, nourish it well, listen to good things that are going to put positive energy into yourself, and listen to what your intuition tells you and act on it. Those intuitions are usually God talking to you and saying, this is the way to go. Follow this path. And when you can really listen to those intuitions instead of what the world says around you, the other demands that people are trying to give you, the other agendas that people want you to accomplish, when you can listen to your intuition, you're going to have much more of an important impact on your life and the life on other people. Number 6, stop holding yourself back from opportunities. fear, self-sabotage, finding reasons not to grab onto the opportunities in front of you, avoiding stepping into the next stage of evolution. This is surprisingly common. So many people let fear take away the possibilities of greatness in their life. So many people stay in their comfort zone and that zone of familiarity. And I challenge you today to step out of that. The vision for your life is possible for you, and your goals and your dreams that you personally and professionally set for yourself, they exist outside of your comfort zone. You have to push past that if you want to get going in a good way. There's lots of things outside of your life that if you want to have them, you have to go get them. Just last night, I was super tired and I was sitting on the couch and I was like, hey, I called my daughter over and I was like, will you go get this from the kitchen? And she was like, I think you would tell me to go get that myself. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But getting outside of my comfort zone a little bit, that's a really poor example, but like I was very comfortable in where I was at. I didn't want to go there, but I knew if I wanted to get what I wanted, I had to let go of what my comfort was and go get it. So again, crappy example. However, fear is what holds people back. I wasn't fearful in that situation. I was just comfortable. But fear typically are the things that hold people back out of the great relationships or the great opportunities in their job or the experiencing great things in their world. And so fear of what? What are people afraid of? Is it the good job? Is it the great success? Is it those things? Fear is usually the thing of fear of letting go of what they already know. Fear is walking out to create what you desire without knowing exactly how to do it. Fear is of failure, fear of asking too much of yourself, fear of failing, fear of the effort that it takes that's going to outweigh the benefits. So get outside of your comfort zone. Let go of those fears. Fear is false evidence appearing real, and it's not really there. We just make it up in our heads and then keep ourselves from doing things. So let go of fear. And fear doesn't necessarily dispel that you're literally it's literally a thing that you just create in your head, and it takes away the vision for you. It puts a cloud over that and doesn't let you keep going. So be relentless and go for the things that you want in your life. Number 7, stop sacrificing your rituals for no good reason. Rituals are things that lift you up. They are anchors in your daily life that keep you centered, and they're grounded. They make you feel better in your life. They bring more peace, more health, more happiness, and live your life in a positive way. The flow effect on you is that more connected to what is real and valuable in your life. You are more grateful and you are more able to hold onto your presence and your consciousness more easily in the face of challenges if you have some rituals that are good for you. Rituals give your inner peace, the sense of freedom and empowerment, which flow from what your success is to the outer world. So rituals like that I include in my day are exercising. I love to get active. I love to get sweaty. I love to just, feel those endorphins and those things going through your life. Another ritual I have is getting into my daily journals. I have a devotion journal that I use every single day. I have no matter what. So even this last week when I was getting up super early to experience Summit and those things, the traveling I was doing, I got every single day I got up to do my devotional and my goals. And if you stick to these rituals, if you get into something that is there's not planning with it, it's just something you do, then you're going to have a much more, you can stick to that and be confident in those things. You're going to be able to pull yourself out of the bad times and really focus on the good things in life. Even more fascinating and common thing I see, people practicing rituals to get their life back on track. And once they feel good and great about things are going, they stop practicing those rituals and then everything falls apart. So gradually over time, I encourage you to make them habits, to make things that are good for your life, and notice how much more in control you are of your life. And those are just good things to have, right? Number 8, wrong fingers. Stop beating yourself up. What goes on the inside of your mind is within control, and how you manage it and direct it and change it. You will be presented with enough challenges and triggers externally over time that you just need to be creating your own inner problems through negative beliefs, negative self-talk, and beating yourself up when things don't necessarily go the right way. And that just does not serve you. So if you want to thrive personally, if you want to thrive professionally, and you want those healthy relationships, start treating yourself like someone that you want to love you. If you are showing yourself love, other people will know how to treat you. If you're showing yourself, holding yourself to high expectations, others will too. And how you expect to soar high in this life if how do you expect it to soar high in this life if your inner conversation is of toxic reality? If you want to go places, you have to believe it, you have to own it, you have to feel it in your core, and that's where you get to go. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner paradigm. So get in a positive state on the inside, and you'll have a much more reflection of what's on the outside. Think of it as like this clear cup. And for those of you on the podcast, you can't see this, but it's a clear cup, and you can definitely see what's inside of it. If you think of yourself as this vessel, this cup, this clear thing, and whatever is on the inside is a direct reflection of what you see on the outside. So if you are in a state where you're feeling yucky, if you're feeling negative, if you have that toxic stuff that's going on inside of you, everyone else gets to see that on the outside. So clean up the inside. Get more choose to rise, get more positive encouragement, be more positive on the inside, and love who you are. And those happiness, that joy, the confidence will exceed from the inside and go to the outside, and you'll be much more positive and have a better impact of your mental state, your emotional state, and your physical state, and just be happy and healthy and everything above. And the last one, I know I've been going for a long time here. The last one is number 9. Stop pushing ahead without reevaluating. Reflection is the key to success. If you are going in a direction and you're not reflecting on if it's a positive place to go or not, you may be heading down the wrong path and be going in the wrong direction. Sometimes the desire for success is so strong that people become focused on the end result without precision, that they're blocking everything else out. Powering ahead with a missile like focus on your target means you're becoming immense precision to what you do, and it means your drive towards a goal, giving it everything you can. That can lead to success. That's awesome. However, it also means that you may not be taking the time to reevaluate your targets and make sure that you're on the right path. The goals post may be moved. If the target has changed, or the new factors come in, or new things that need to be considered in your life, we need to make sure that we are on the right path, that we are walking in the right direction, that even when the different circumstances come into our world, that we are still in the right place. At times it can even require us stopping and reevaluating. For example, if our intent in a relationship or a career or our business, it gives everything without stopping to do that kind of health check, that sanity check on what we're doing. It's a matter of moving forward where we can evaluate where we're at, consider what our next move might be, and then if we need to turn around and go someplace else, we can do that. There's nothing wrong with evaluating and assessing your current situation, and maybe you need to make a quarter turn and go a different way. People are sometimes afraid to stop and do this because they're afraid that they've been doing something wrong. But that fear of not knowing what to do next is really what's causing the misalignment, and that's going to cause you to go wrong in a different way. So even starting that thriving and asking the right questions and being it's all a part of the growing process and helping you get into a positive state. So if you've gotten anything from this today, if you are happy with where you're at, if you are moving in a way that's going to help you make better choices, I hope and pray that something that I've said today helps you and encourages you, and that, there comes to a point in your life when you have to make new choices. And the choice is, stop playing small where you can be going big. And if you diminish your true capability because you're hiding behind all the yeses to other people and the fear of success, or you're unsure of what to do next and you're not evaluating where you are, those things are going to hold you back. And our goal here at Choose to Rise is to help you rise up and be your best, to live your best life. And so if you're saying yes to other people's agendas, and you're saying yes to other people's life, and yes to other people's vision, yours isn't going to happen. So I encourage you today to share this with somebody else. Take a screenshot of it, share it on your Instagram, share it on your social media, tag me in it so I can see it and encourage you more as well. Thank you so much for leaving a comment either on this video or wherever you're listening to this from, whether it's Spreaker or Podbean or iTunes or wherever. I would love to connect with you and get to know you better. I so much appreciate the comments that we've already received, and I would like to just thank you so much for your positive feedback and things that you love about Choose to Rise. My cup was overflowing this weekend. I got to hear from several listeners and how much they enjoy Choose to Rise, and thanks so much, Beth, for being on. And it fills my cup and gives me purpose to keep going. And I so much appreciate that. So if you want to connect with me, you can email me at choosetoriseUp@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment anywhere that you are listening to this, and they'll make sure that I get it. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and you come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right here to Public House Media or Podbean or iTunes or Spreaker or wherever you're listening, and that you are sharing Choose to Rise, and that you're rising up out of your current struggles and living your best life. Again, thank you to the Good God Company and Podbean for spreading our good message and sponsoring us here. And if you want to be a sponsor of Choose to Rise, I would love if you know someone that would like to sponsor Choose to Rise and help us spread this voice farther out and help other people learn more. Please get us connected with us. That would be awesome to be able to keep the mission going. So thanks again for joining me today, and I hope you have a blessed day, and I will hope again to see you again here next time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, here on Public House Media, and Tuesday, Thursday on my own Facebook page, Choose to Rise. Have a great day, everyone. Talk to you later.